Good afternoon all, David here with a quick update on the channel. We've been in a bit of a state of flux for the last month or so, just me trying new things popping in and out of the channel, seemingly at random. But now that's all stabilised, I've got shows that I'm happy with, I can produce content on a schedule now, so I thought I would release a little vlog, just letting you know where we're at. And I've posted things like this on Facebook and Twitter, but in the end, a video is what's going to reach the most people, all 5 of my subscribers. And on that note, I'd like to give a bit of a shout out to my first subscriber that I don't actually know personally. I mean, the subscribers that I do know in real life, I love you guys, thanks. But it's a very interesting feeling that this little endeavour is already starting to reach out into the world. So it doesn't really matter if he unsubscribes in a week or if we're still playing this little game years from now. I'm going to try and remember that guy's name. It's got a bit of a sentimental value to me. Now, on the subject of shows, I'd have 3, or perhaps 2.5, you'll see. On Mondays you'll be getting dicking around in video games. Now what that is was, I tried to do Let's Plays, but they weren't that interesting in their entirety. So what I tried instead was just editing them down to the highlights. And that seems to be working pretty well. I like that format. I don't really think Let's Plays are good content, but they're easy content, and I think that cutting out the crap elevates them into the realm of passable content. So you'll keep getting that every Monday. Wednesdays will be You Should Play, which is where I go and I find a game, perhaps an old game, perhaps a newer game if I pick one up, and I just play it, find out what the good points and the bad points are, and then relay them to you, tell you if you should play the game. You may have noted that this week's episode Bastion got a review score of a 10 out of 10. Don't pay much mind to that, it's just a bit of a running joke. And finally we're going to have what I'm calling Experimental Fridays, which is I couldn't think of a third show. So Friday is basically going to be whatever I want to put out, whatever I come up with. Perhaps it'll be new show ideas I'm testing, perhaps such as today, it'll just be rambly vlogs. Last week I tried my hand again at a news show, and as you saw if you watched that, my research was absolutely garbage, and mucked that up royally. I think it was a bit silly of me to say I would be putting content out every weekday when I couldn't even think of what content I wanted to put out, but now I'm happy with this, I'm happy with the setup. And hopefully it'll be sustainable once university starts again. It should be, it's not actually eating into that much of my time yet. And overall, just a huge thank you for bearing with me during this bit of an unstable period. It was definitely a rocky start, I fumbled a lot, but I'm out of that now, I hope. I think I can start putting out regular content, consistent content, and with any luck, entertaining content. That'd be nice, that'd be a bonus. If you have any suggestions or ideas for the channel or any advice for how to make better content, I'm always happy to at least look at it. Not necessarily integrate it, but I'll definitely look. Please feel free to leave that stuff down in the comments below. As always, a massive thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this little ride, and good night.